tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will be first on the attack. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had...
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Rides the back on the option to give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The throw. Got his man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. On to attempt to try.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Takes the easy one to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Hold on. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for us.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got him in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
On the run, fires downfield. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative, some people don't.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back open in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Got the first down, looking for more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some pop.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend, and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on! All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Goes to the option. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Number 10. Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gives it on the option. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on first down from the 30. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a cut. Now he's loose. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give as they work on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A quick completion to the left, pushing for the first down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. No matter how much college football